By the way, I'm Anthony Guardia. I'm the Director of Development for Boys and Girls Club. Let's give it again. All right, we're a little bit packed tonight. If you are standing in the middle of the aisles, the people who have food are going to throw the food on you. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. No, so if everybody could take their seat, we're about to get started. You guys ready for some fun? You guys gonna raise some money tonight? No, seriously, my job depends on it, so we have to raise some money. Alright guys, I have the honor of introducing tonight's MC with me. It is Lisa Greshy. She is a reporter from WBC-TV. Prior to that, she was at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. There she covered national stories, including the presidential election, Hurricane Matthew, the removal of the Confederate flag, and while she loves the Carolinas, home is here in Boston, StonehamWakefield. She went to Stoneham Public Schools. She's has her bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism. You can see her here on WBC-TV on weekend mornings on multiple newscasts. And guess what? She was a Boys and Girls Club kid. So guys, I'm going to pass it up to Lisa Greshy.
When I went to the Boys and Girls Club, I danced there when they had the dance program. No one told me I was a horrible dancer. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for lying to me about that. But going to the Boys and Girls Club definitely shaped me in a way that I still feel today. I didn't realize it until I actually came back home and walked in with Anthony just this week. I just brought back so many memories, and I said to myself, wow, this is kind of where it all started for me. It made me feel like I was accepted, and it made me feel like I could be myself, and it really taught me how to be with other kids that were different, came from different backgrounds, and it really shaped who I am today, and I'm still doing that for so many kids right now. So on that note, I want to get things started and introduce Alyssa Louise. She's going to come up here and say a couple words.
Hey, can you turn it up all the way up? All right, can you hear me in the back now? Yeah! All right, hey, Tony Longo, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up! All right, thanks, Tony. Hey guys, let's give it up for Alyssa Louise, our 2018 Youth of the Year.
Good evening. I would like to thank you all for coming out tonight and supporting such a great cause. Woo! My name is Alyssa Louise, and it is my honor to welcome you to our 3rd annual gala as the 2018 Youth of the Year. When I was chosen as Youth of the Year, I was told I would do 2 things. 1, I would welcome the attendees tonight, and 2, I would be awarding Shannon Leeson, a former Youth of the Year, with the Epsilon Great Futures $500 college scholarship. Being someone who welcomes people and awarding someone like Shannon who overcame bullying means a lot to me. Tonight, I would like to share my story of how I became involved with the clubs. I didn't always feel welcome, and I was bullied quite a bit. My home life is great. My family provides for me. I am very close to my mom and dad. They always provide constant support, and my mom is my very best friend. Yet, even though everyone in my family is wonderful, and even though my home is great, I never felt welcome outside my immediate family. I didn't feel welcome at school. I didn't feel welcome among my peers. I was called many names, names like weird, the B word, fat, ugly, and the list goes on. Kids played pranks on me until I would cry. For example, a group of kids would call me to a table, and then they would just laugh at me until I walked away. One time, a boy even convinced me that my mom had just been in a terrible car accident up the street from the school. He went so far as to pretend she was seriously injured and possibly dead. When I called her and her phone went right to voicemail, I had a full-blown panic attack. She wasn't in an accident and was perfectly fine. I felt so alone for so long. Then my cousin brought me to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Stoneman and Wakefield. I slowly started to feel like I had found a place that wasn't just a place to go when my parents were working. Zach Daly, one of the staff members, gave me advice about bullying. Joey D'Alessandro, our team director, made me feel empowered. Joey could always tell when I was upset, and right away he would always make me laugh. Without him, I would not be Youth of the Year. Joe Morano, the team program coordinator, has always been there for extra support. Even people who volunteered, like Erin from Epsilon, she partnered with me at games like Foursquare. No one ever wanted to be my partner. Joey, Erin, Joe, and Zach, may you all please stand up. Thank you for everything you do for me and all the other kids in Stoneham and Wakefield. All these adults, Joey, Erin, Joe, Zach, Adam, other Wakefield staff members, Riley and Chris, and even Anthony. And the list goes on. They gave me someone to talk to. They made it possible to overcome any obstacle. They made me feel like I am a part of something. They make all the kids feel like they are a part of something. And tonight, you are a part of something as well. You are a part of one of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Stoneman and Wakefield's biggest endeavors. As many of you may know, the Wakefield Club will be moving to a newly renovated building in downtown Wakefield. Both clubs will be building more, expanding more, and doing what they do best, welcoming more kids to the family. But to do that, they need your help. As Youth of the Year and a kid who found their place at the clubs, I hope you'll donate. I hope you'll donate to help all the kids who were bullied and found their place at our clubs. I hope you'll donate to help Joey and the other staff help more kids. Finally, I hope you'll help for no other reason than because my dad is a state trooper and he loves his little girl. So if you don't donate tonight, he's probably going to pull you over on your way home. In all seriousness, I do hope you'll contribute tonight, as it will be greatly appreciated by both clubs. Now, I want to welcome up Shannon Leeson. Shannon overcame bullying, is a former Youth of the Year, and tonight it is my honor to present her to the Epsilon Great Future Scholarship. Shannon, come up. Thank you.
Lexi, you want to get a picture, Lex?
Let's stand here and look in. Hey, how's it with Melissa? Give her another round of applause. So good. All right, you guys want to raise some money? You want to start? All right, hey, we are going to have our first item. And who here likes the Celtics?
We need to do better than that. Who likes the Celtics? There you go. That's more like it. We have an awesome first auction item. It's a signed, autographed basketball from the Celtics.
Every single player of this roster. That's Gordon and Hayward, Al Horford, Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, and everybody else, because I'm not going to pronounce all these names. But guys, who wants to give me $250 for a basketball autographed by everybody? Oh, that's gonna go up. Who can give me 300? Who can? Wanna go 350? Wait, go ahead, 350. Does anybody wanna go 4? We have 4 in the back. Anybody wanna go 450? 5? Guys, give it up for 5. All right. Anybody wanna go to 550? 550. Guys, Alyssa's dad's not a nice man. He will pull you over. You want to tell him a secret?
We have a secret too. So what's the number we're at? 550?
550.
Okay, so the secret is it also comes with 2 tickets to the Celtics games. So we need to go higher. More than 550, anyone?
We got 6 in the back. All right, guys, here's the deal. On October 22nd, thanks to the Daly family, we have 2 tickets to the Celtics. These seats are pretty incredible. I'm going to read them off to you right now. But right now we're at 600. We'll give you 650 for the autographed basketball and the 2 tickets. Club section 13, row C, seat 3 and 4. So you got 2 tickets and the whole autographed ball.
Those are pretty ballin' seats, I have to say. Ballin' for basketball.
All right, 650. Oh, you think that we're at 6? You want to think you got 6? All right, 650 going once. Oh, 7. Oh, guys, 7 to the savings bank. If you have your mortgage and you owe it with the savings bank, and you outbid the president, they foreclose on you. All right, anybody going to 750? 7 going once. 7. Jeff Worth, where is he from the co-op? You're not going to compete here? All right, 700 going once. Wait, are you really? Wait, Jeff, you're going to go to 750? Oh, he is! Oh.
We'll take that one.
All right. Well, you got to go to 8. All right, he's going to 8. 8 going once. Going twice. All right, sold to Bob DeBella for 800.
And at this time, I would like to introduce Kevin Burley to come join me on stage.
You're welcome. Oh, look. I took it again if I tried.
Here's ketchup right here. No, get that ketchup over here. Between all 3 of them, I don't know who likes ketchup more.
Tonight, I have been representing Stone Ford, the Melconian family, with the Cameron Bain Founders Award for their long history of supporting our Boys and Girls Club. Cameron Bain, the founder of the Boys and Girls Club, is here with us tonight. This award is given in honor of Cameron's dedication and support to the Boys and Girls Club. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Cameron for all he has done for the club and the community. It would be my honor if Cameron could please join me in presenting this award. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you all for you have done for the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you very much. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kevin Burley. My family and I own and operate the Beryllian Funeral Home in Stoneham and the Doherty Burley Family Funeral Home in Reading. My business and the Melconian Auto Group are local, family-owned businesses. We both know that our success is inherently tied to the success of our communities. I have known John Melconian, the general manager of Stoneham Ford, for 3 years. We see each other twice a week, if not more, through various community events, hobbies, and other interests. My father, Ralph Barilli, was very close with John's uncle, Alan Malconian, for many years. Together, they served as members of the Stoneham Rotary Club, assisted the community whenever possible, and were successful in growing their respective businesses. They both made strategic investments to ensure their businesses succeeded, helped their family, and also improved the lives of their neighbors. More importantly, was making investments that created a better community for the next generation. That's why both our families have been dedicated for so many years to the Boys and Girls Club. Stoneham Ford started in 1927. They've seen depressions, recessions, wars, prosperity, ups, downs, and throughout it all, they've been committed to our community and to our Boys and Girls Club. The Malconian family and Stoneham Ford have donated to the Boys and Girls Club every year since their existence. To put that in perspective for you, the University of Michigan did a study and found that for every $1 you donate to the Boys and Girls Club, the return on your investment is $9.60. That's an amazing investment in our youth. On behalf of all local family businesses and the Boys and Girls Club, I'm honored to present the Cameron Bain Founders Award to the Malconian family in Stoneham Ford.
My name is John Malconian, and on behalf of Stoneham Ford and the Malconian family, I'm here to accept this award. For over 90 years, Stoneham Ford has been part of the Stoneham community. It is part of our mission to stay actively involved and give back when we can. We'd like to thank the Boys and Girls Club for this recognition. It means a lot to our dealership and to our family. And again, we would like to thank Anthony and his team for all the positive work that they continue to do with the young people of Stoneham and Wakefield. Thank you very much.
And now we have our second auction item. It is a really, really good one, especially for date night if you don't feel like leaving your house. It is with Chef Joe Gatto. I hear he has some pretty celeb clients. No, not me, but maybe some Red Sox players. He won't tell us who. And the couple that got it last year, they won. Tom and Sue Riley, they loved it so much, became good friends with him. And Chef Joe Gatto, please stand up too, so we know who we're talking about. There you go. This is who we're inviting into your home, everyone. He's using the baby on us. Oh no! She's not amused. So last year's winners had such a good time, they're willing to start the bidding at $500. Can I get $550? $550. $600. Up, $600. $650. Oh yeah, Joe, how many can you eat? 6 or 8. Family dinner, let's go crazy, he said. Manja. $650. $700. $750. $800. $850. $900.
Alright, hey guys, listen, so we're at 900. Joe has a family of 3. Can we have all the kids stand up? Nice guys, alright, here's the thing. We're at what, 900? Is that the right amount? If you don't bid more, Joe is going to look foolish in front of his children. So $950, the 1,000. You want to go 1,000? That's awesome. Anybody want to go 1,050 for Joe and his children? Joe, guys, all right, we're 1,000 going once. Wait, who said 1,050? Oh, 1,050. Hey, he's doing the Fortnite dance. Ben, hit us with a Fortnite dance one more time. No, come on. Yeah.
Still working?
All right, can we get 1,100 or is it 1,050? 1,050 going once, going twice. Joe also likes long walks on the beach, poetry. All right, sold to the Cerulos for 1,050. All right, everybody. Hey, I have the honor, and this is actually quite fitting, because the next honoree is actually the Cerulo family. So it's an incredible honor to give this award to the Cerulo family. They will be receiving the Community Award tonight. This award goes to a family, individual, or business that has not just supported the clubs, but has supported charitable causes throughout the area. Originally, when we began discussing this award, we were tossing around different names, and as a quick aside, it became obvious how fortunate we are to live in a community where so many wonderful families, individuals, and businesses could have received this award. In any case, one of our board members mentioned the Cerulos. That was followed up by a comment about how generous they've been to our clubs. To that fact, the Cerulos were one of our very first major donors when Adam and his team came to the club and began a series of new initiatives when we weren't sure that they would be a success. They not only invested their money, but they invested their time and talent working with the youth and providing valuable insights on how to shape some of our most successful programs. But it wasn't just our clubs. Another one of our board members mentioned and commented on Tony Cerulo's involvement in the Epilepsy Foundation. Another board member mentioned how they personally knew Lorraine and Tony and how they fostered close to 20 local children, all while having 5 of their own. By the way, they did this with Tony working as a school janitor and Lorraine as a secretary. Another person on our board mentioned their generosity to St. Florence, fully funding the HVAC system at the church. Then the conversation expanded to the whole family. The spirit of philanthropy that is instilled in that entire family is admirable, to say the least. Kristen is involved in the Phoenix Charter Schools. She worked in the New York State Legislature on Children and Families Committee. Bruce is on the board of Wide Horizons and the YMCA. This is a family of teachers, social workers, and they shared a story that at their Thanksgiving, there are many who aren't necessarily family, but had nowhere else to go, and like our clubs, they're invited and they become a member of the family. It became clear that the Cerulos deserve this award, and as I started to think about this introduction, I thought about how fitting. I think the center of an award like this, like Community, is in 2 things, their faith and their family. It is because of the faith that Tony and Lorraine had that inspired them to serve others, and it is their family that is continuing that wonderful tradition of charity. So with that said, it is my honor to welcome up Bruce Cerulo and to present his family with the 2018 Boys and Girls Club of Stoneman Wakefield Community Award.
All right, so the good news is I'll be brief. Anthony, you did a spectacular job. So who says you can't come home again? So Lisa's home from Stoneham, and I'm a lifelong connection, and now back in Wakefield again. And we almost look like fraternal twins. I know, it's crazy. So I've got a couple things to say, something to share with us as adults, and then something special for the the members of the Boys and Girls Club. First of all, to the adults, it's truly an honor to be at least tangentially associated with the work that the Boys and Girls Club do. Some of us who grew up in homes of janitors and secretaries, we genuinely appreciate being a government cheese kid and powdered milk kid, the good work that they all do. My parents were something that I wish still channeled today, and that's the idea of service to others. We live in kind of a divisive time, if you haven't heard, right? And they had this concept of there's always room for one more at the table. In Italian, abbondanza, that you always had room for one more and there was always more to give. Love being the only thing you give more of, the more you get in return, right? So that's a beautiful thing. And the Boys and Girls Clubs, people, the adults that do the good work for these kids, it's so touching and it's a privilege to be associated with that. So there's a clan of my folks over there. We are by birth, we are by adoption, we are by marriage, we are by second marriage. My lovely stepmom, raise your hand, Karen, you love a good audience. My dad, God bless him, at age 20 and at age 80 did it again, right? So there's hope for the rest of us in the room. So for you adults, give more, right? Selfless service, whether it's your time or your treasure, give more to these kids. And for the kids, I have two things to say. First of all, we all come from somewhere, and we all have stuff to overcome. Whether you're too fat, too short, too poor, you don't think you're good in school, it isn't where you start, it's where you end up. And it's using that stuff that you feel like you're less than today to be more than tomorrow. And the second thing, because it drives me crazy, because I still have a 17-year-old in the house, the second thing I say to the kids is, take the damn phone. When it's time for a tough communication, put it in your pocket, use your verbal skills. Because in life, those tough conversations should be mouth and eye, not thumb contact. So with that, I wish you all a good night. Thank you for the honor. God bless you.
Now, speaking of being in the mood to give, we have auction item number 3. It's a weekend getaway to Kittery, Maine. It's a whole house, and you can actually choose the weekend that you go. What are we starting it at, Anthony?
500. All right, wait, real quick about this house. It's in Kittery, Maine. And it's generously donated by the Wakefield Board of Health member Laurel Borville, who couldn't be here tonight, but I wanted to make that mention. She's on the Board of Health, which means it'll be clean. So if you ever got an Airbnb and you were worried, like who slept here or what happened, she's on the Board of Health. You'd have to report her. So guys, let's start at 500. Who wants to go to Kittery, Maine for 2 days and a beautiful vacation at 500? We got 500 over there. 550? 550? Oh, all right. Let's go up to 6. 6? Anybody want to go to 650? 650? 7? Anybody want to go to 7? 7 at 18. Anybody want to go to 750? 750. Anybody want to go to 8? 8. 8 at Joe Bresci. Hey Joe, will you bring your daughter? Oh, Lisa going? All right, 850. 850. All right, going once. Hey, hey. What is this, Italian? Hey, we had 2 850s. Who wants to go to 9? One of you has to go to 9 or else you're going together. 9. 950? 9 going once. Joe, your daughter, she wants to go to Kittery. You would do anything for her. 950? No, he's at 9. 9 going once. You go 950? All right, 950. 950 going once. Going twice. Whoa, that didn't...
1,000. So we have 1,000. Going once. Going twice. come to the stage with us. Hello, everybody. Hi, family. There's a whole table of my family back there. I didn't know I was going to get booed or not coming up, so I'm glad I did not. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Riley. I am the club director at the Wakefield Club. Really nice to see all of you. Thank you for quieting people down. So I want to just talk a little bit before I talk about the award that I'm going to present right now. To be very honest, I'm from the North Shore area, but I didn't know Wakefield at all. I've been here, I just hit my 2-year mark, and I've met a lot of amazing people in the Wakefield and Stoneham community since I've been here. Our motto at the Wakefield Club has been family. There's a whole acronym, you know, F is for fun, it just continues to go down. Not even close, like not even close to that. He like, that's a joke he keeps trying to put in there. It's just not the case. So family is our motto, and we use that motto in everything, whether it's, you know, 2 kids get in a fight and we're like, you know, we're all a family here, you guys need to work through that. Or some kids don't have food or a family to go home to, so when we have our family pasta dinners on Friday night, we're all sitting together and like a big Italian family that I come from, yelling at each other across the table, pasta's flying everywhere. It's a mess at the end. Joey in the back really makes that happen, and he loves it. So family's a big thing for us. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a few of our kids, just to give you guys a taste of some of the different types of kids that we work with. So there's 3 things that I'm going to concentrate on. So the first one is our staff. So I'm going to give an example of what our staff does, and I want to give a plug and a shout out to all of the staff in both of the clubs, because I've seen these people do amazing work day in and day out. They're up really early all the time. They're on there on weekends, you know, not even clocking in, just painting. And just to get things ready, they're really doing a lot of work. So this, I'm going to try to be quick because I know we're running late. But this specific story is about one of our teens. One of our, I'll just call him out, Joey, our teen director has literally changed this kid's life. This kid he missed an entire year of school because he has a case of severe OCD. So to the point where he's not able to go to school, couldn't play on any sports teams, just had to stay at home and wasn't able to get through it. For whatever reason, Joey, for those of you that know him, he's super loud and crazy. He saw him at his brother's basketball game and he said, "You're coming to the club." And he was relentless about it. And his, honestly, annoyingness, I guess, brought this kid to come to the club. This kid now, who wouldn't go to the bathroom at school, for those of you that have been to the Wakefield Club, we're in a basement, somehow feels comfortable going to the bathroom there. We would do everything from, even had, shower gel because he needed to just wash his hands so much, so he would come in. So this kid really worked through. He's now on being successful in high school, which is a huge thing for him because he missed an entire year of school, and I really attribute, a lot of his success to our staff being annoying and being relentless and making sure that they know that his home is always going to be at the club. Joey, great job. Next up I have volunteers, which I have mingled with a bunch of you tonight that I know have done a lot of amazing stuff. When we talk about our family, you guys are all an extension of it, so thank you for being a part of it. A quick example of the amazing stuff that our volunteers have done. We have another teenager who has recently arrived from the country of El Salvador that speaks no English. For those of you that have heard my Spanglish, it's really freaking bad. So trying to teach her anatomy in Spanish and English, no one knows I don't know how to say anything, let alone what a mitochondria is. So things got a little hairy. She's the greatest, but I ended up having to call on one of my friends who would come in once a week and
tutor her. She's an ESL teacher in Lawrence. So people came in, gave the time, didn't ask for any money, anything other than wanting to help give this child a better future. So there's a lot of you out there that have done some great things, and I just want you to know that the staff appreciate it so much, because there's a lot of times we can't reach kids. This one is very blatant. I literally couldn't talk to her. So it was great to have someone else come in. So thank you for all that have given your time. The final thing that I have here, which I swear ties into the award, is community. So I want to talk one more case about another teen who recently had his father pass away. And this happened a lot quicker than we thought it would. Apparently, so his father grew up as a Boys and Girls Club, person, and he, like me, drank the Kool-Aid and knows that there's so much power behind that greater family that comes with the Boys and Girls Club. Apparently, when he was, struggling at the end, he said to his son that I really want you to continue to go to the club. That's one of my things that I'm wishing that you do. So he, day in and day out, we gave him an internship this past summer. He's been there, he hated it, but he was there and he showed up every single day.
Am I taking anything away?
And I guess between what we have going on and the great relationships that we have with our community and community partners such as the Galvin School, and I'm going to give a shout out right now to Officer Kelly Tobine because she's helped me with a lot of different cases. So as far as community goes, we have some really awesome partners, and I know a lot of you are, part of that. And community is huge. It's our extended family. So I'm not going to say this kid is out of the woods yet. He's still getting in fights and still has a lot of things going on, but at least we're there to help him work through it. So thank you, Kelly, and everybody else that has been involved in that. So I'm done, except for I want to talk a little bit more about our Great Futures Award. So right now we want to, because of all our great community partners, we're able to highlight Winchester Hospital and Leahy Health. So I want to talk a little bit about Kathy Schuler. She currently serves as a Chief Operating Officer and Chief Nursing Officer at Winchester Hospital. Kathy is also a past president of the Organization of Nurse Leaders of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. She attended St. Anselm College, the University of Massachusetts Medical School, and completed the Johnson & Johnson Wharton Fellows Program in Management for Nurse Executives. That sounds really intense. Kathy grew up and spent most of her life in Wakefield. She is a graduate of Wakefield High School and a member of the Wakefield High School Hall of Fame, an honor she shares with both Bruce Cerullo and Anthony Guardia. Are you kidding me? So without further ado, I would love to have Kathy come up here and present her with a Great Futures Award.
Well, thank you. After that introduction, I'm almost embarrassed to let you know that my husband and I were empty nesters. So we sold our house in Wakefield recently and we moved to Reading. But really, thank you for this honor. I'm delighted to be here tonight to accept the Great Futures Award on behalf of Winchester Hospital. Congratulations to the Malconian and Cerullo families on their distinct recognitions. Your contributions are improving the lives of our youth, and we're honored to be recognized alongside of you this evening. At Winchester Hospital, our staff goes above and beyond each and every day for our patients, and they are guided in everything we do by our mission statement, which is to care, to heal, to excel in service of our community. This commitment expands out to our community where we collaborate with community organizations to ensure that we're meeting the identified community needs. For the past few years, we've been collaborating with the Stoneham Wakefield Boys and Girls Club to meet the health needs of the youth served on many programs, such as the Garden to Table program and the Summer Safety Awareness program at the swim camp.
One particular effort that has proven successful is an innovative approach to screening and identifying youth who are at risk for developing mental health or substance abuse disorders. It's not the screening itself that's innovative, but it's where we're doing it, and it's being done at the club. In that environment, the kids all feel comfortable and relaxed, and trained staff are able to conduct the screening on site. In the first year of the program alone, over 250 kids were screened. Lately, I've been spending a lot of my time, almost all of my time, talking to people about ballot question number 1. So for those of you who don't know, ballot question number 1 talks about nurse-patient ratios. It is a complex and confusing question, and I know this is not a political thing tonight, so I'm not going to really get into it. But I do want to advise everybody here to please, please become educated about that ballot question before you vote. It is a dangerous question. It will hurt our hospitals, it will hurt our patients, and it will radically change how much community support hospitals are able to do. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to sit down with anybody and talk about it. But as I said, tonight's not about politics. Winchester Hospital is proud to be here tonight. We'd like to thank the staff at the club, particularly Adam Rogers and Anthony, for their tireless efforts and commitment to ensuring the youth all have great futures. Thank you so much.
Oh, no one won. No.
At this time, we would like to call up Adam Rogers, who has something a little special to say.
What's that? Oh, that works too.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Adam Rogers. I'm the executive director. Thanks.
Let's give it up for Adam.
I'm the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club of StonehamWakefield. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. It's such an amazing night for us to see all of our friends and partners and everybody that we've worked with and helps us do our jobs all in one place. So, thank you for everybody. If I haven't come around and said thank you to you, but I truly thank you for coming and thank you for being involved in our clubs. So as the executive director, I have the extraordinary privilege of working and getting to be around this staff that we have, which is an incredible group of dedicated and talented people. So I'd like them all to stand up right now. If any staff are in the room, to stand up and be recognized. These are the people that are changing kids' lives every day, and they're doing the real work, so we want to thank you guys, thank you. I'd also like to thank the dedicated group of volunteers whose leadership, guidance, and support allows us to make that impact in our communities. So with our board of directors, if you're a member of the board of directors, would you please stand up as well and be recognized? Guys all for the work you do every day for us. Beyond our board, and Riley sort of talked about it, but we're so blessed to have amazing friends in our community and literally hundreds of people who, if not thousands of people, who dedicate their time and talents to help us serve kids in our clubs. So if you're a member of the advisory board, a former board member, a volunteer at the club, can you please stand up and be recognized as well? Come on, you're out there. Stand up. They're too shy, they don't want to step in. So I want to say a quick special thank you. So 9 years ago, George Getty decided to start talking to people in Wakefield about the idea of a Boys and Girls Club in Wakefield. And through the last 9 years, that idea went from just this kernel of thought and a couple of conversations to the reality of what we have right now. And now we're on the brink of even bigger things, and we're so excited about the future. And
through all of that, George has been kind of the engine that kept us moving forward in Wakefield. For the last 3 years, George served as the president of our board, and I had the pleasure of working with George every day through his truly steadfast leadership, the values, and just the general positivity that he brought. He's left such a permanent mark on our communities and our clubs. He was never afraid to ask us the tough questions, and he has always stood up for what's best for the kids in our community. And so, personally, he's been a mentor, he's been a collaborator, he's been a friend, and George, I really want to thank you for your service. So if you want to come up, and we have a little gift for you.
Well, I wasn't really expecting this, so I'm kind of speechless over this, but I'd be totally remiss if I didn't talk about my wife. Colleen was just as much a part of this in this adventure, and it's been gold ever since. That we will continue to support this community and family. Those were the two words that came up over and over tonight, and that's what it's all about. It's hard, it's messy. The staff works at this every day for us, and we need to appreciate that, and we need to support them to the future for our communities, and it will continue to bring gold. So I'm truly honored, and it's a privilege to have served with the Boys and Girls Clubs.
We gave George this nice plaque, but George, we know you, so we gave you something even more special for you.
So guys, George is a huge Star Wars fan. Now, see the photographer Lexi here? She made George a custom Darth Vader mask.
Can you wear it?
There we go. So guys, George, just to be clear on one thing, we call Cameron Bain the founder of the Boys and Girls Club in Stoneham. George Getty, if there was no George Getty, there's no Boys and Girls Club in Wakefield. And he donated, him and his wife donated the Hamilton tickets. But what I want to say is, George, we actually got it somewhat engraved with the Jedi code. And it actually reads, there is no emotion, there is peace, there is no ignorance, there is knowledge, there is no passion, there is serenity, there is no chaos, there is harmony, there is no death, there is the Force. Without the Gettys, there's no Boys and Girls Club. George, thank you.
And with that, we have auction item number 4. Personally, nothing against the other auction items, but this one is definitely my favorite, so get ready. So, the Boys and Girls Club in Stoneham has an outdoor court. Last year we focused on the indoor court, and now this auction item, it's good for 1 year. You have the privilege to put whatever you want, your logo in the center of that court, your name, whatever you want, put your mark on the Boys and Girls Club. Maybe not whatever you want. But it's good for 1 year, but your name will always live on the court. And we'll make sure that your name will always be there. So, what do you think that we should start it at for bidding?
Well,
This is a big one.
Just to make clear, Joe Vaselli, you cannot put your face on the court.
Oh my God.
The face is already at the post office. No, you want to start at $1,000?
$1,000.
To be in the center court of the Boys and Girls Club. No, let's start 500.
Joe Greshey thinks 1,000. That's what I think. 1,000. That's what I get to do as the daughter.
Okay.
Woo!
Just to be clear, what we're going to do is we're going to put the center court and the keys. We're going to paint them after either your company or your person. So Joe's in for 1,000. Can I get 1,050? Got
1,050.
Can I get 11?
1,100.
Jeff Eckberg in the back.
Oh,
Jeff. Wait.
1,200.
1,200.
1,200. It's a good one.
All right. Do I get 1,250? 1,250.
1,250.
Where is 12?
Right there.
13. 13. Michael, do you have this money?
13. He's keeping it alive. 1350. 14. 1450. 15. 16. 1650. 1650. 17, anyone?
2,000.
Going twice? Oh! 17. 17 going once, going twice, 1750.
And I just want to say I love my Ford, and I drive it everywhere I go.
Going once, going twice, sold for 1750. And now we are at my favorite part of the night. I came here last year, and this is really why I said yes to doing this and what I look forward to most. So right now I'm going to invite the reason why we're truly all here, two current members of the Boys and Girls Club, Alexis Baker Moore and Erin Burke. Give it up for them too.
Hey, I want to make one quick comment on them while they're working their way up. When I talked to them about this is how great these two were. This is the type of friendships you get to see at the clubs every day. That's awesome. They refused to do it alone. They said they wanted to do it together and at the same time, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. So I just want to give up to your friendship. I think that's awesome. Hey, she got this. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi, my name is Alexis Baker. I've been going to the clubs for about 2 years now. When you think about our clubs, I hope you think of a lot of things. I hope you think about better grades. I hope you think about more physical activity. I hope you think about programs like drama, gardening, film, music, and more. For me, when I think about the clubs, I think about normalcy. I think about safety. I think about friends. I moved here when I was in middle school, and before I even started school, there were rumors about me. The one I heard the most was that I was crazy and that you shouldn't be my friend. While I wasn't crazy, my home life wasn't normal. My stepdad was abusive to me, my little sister, and my mom. He would yell at us, push us, hurt us, and no matter how hard my mom tried to stop him, he would always get angry every few days. He would hit my mom even if she was holding my infant sister. I remember around that time I was really struggling to fit in. If I was extra nice, it was weird. If I was mean, it was because I was crazy. I did make a few friends. They kept talking about this club they went to. I went with them, not really because I wanted to go, but because I had nowhere else to go. I didn't want to go home, and I didn't really want to just be outside. When I went to the club, the first thing I noticed was how nice the staff is. I noticed that they had a culture that spread to everyone. You had to be nice, you had to be friends, you had to get along. To be honest, it was kind of weird at first. But then I started going to the clubs more. If there was an argument at my house, I went to the club. If I needed to talk to an adult, I went to the club. If I wanted to feel like a normal kid with a normal life, I went to the club. I didn't realize how much the club meant to me until I was away for a few days. When I came back, the staff would tell me how much they missed me, and they would ask me how I was. Even some of the younger kids who I would help out would run up to me and hug me. For the first time in my life, I felt welcomed. The club became my home, because at my actual home, things got worse. One night, my stepdad lost it worse than he ever did. He dragged my mom down the street from his car, and she had to spend the night in the hospital. That night, we finally left him. My mom is already kind of awesome. She's strong, independent, very brave, but I didn't know how brave until that night. That night when she finally said enough. My mom is here tonight. Mom, if you can stand up, I think you should go. My nanas are here with her tonight. They gave us safety and shelter when the world was against us. You guys should stand too. I love you guys so much. More than words can explain. The next day, I was at the club, and like always, I felt like they understood. The staff cried with me when I was sad, cheered me up when I was depressed. They were so good at taking things off my mind. Do you know that feeling after a long day at school or work, when you finally get home and you can relax? You can finally let out a sigh of relief? That's how I feel every time I walk into the club. I can't breathe until I get there. I don't have much. I'm not a typical town kid with rich parents and a structured life. But I do have my club, and to me, it's not just a club, it's my home. Tonight, please don't think you're donating to a Boys and Girls Club. For me, my sister Ava, and a lot of teams from Stoneham and Wakefield, you're donating to the only place they feel safe, the only place they feel normal. You're donating to their home. Thank you so much. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Erin Burke, and I want to tell you all the things I've done in the clubs. I've sworn at staff and parents and got kicked out. I tried to fight other kids and I got kicked out. I broke property and got kicked out. I've been kicked out a lot. At one point, I was going to be kicked out for good, and I probably deserved it. And if it wasn't for Donna, probably wouldn't be here in a lot of ways. The problem for me is that I was angry. I lost my best friend last year. We talked about everything. We did everything together. She would tell me that no matter how many people came in and out of our lives, we'd always stick together. We were best friends for life, but my mom's life ended last year. My mom was an addict. She was the best mom in the world, but her addiction always followed her. As I got older, I started to see how bad her demons were. For example, when I was little, she and her friends would take me to Honeydew at the top of the lake in Wakefield. I was always excited because I could get to play at the park and get a donut. But the reason we actually went there was my mom would take me to get a donut while her friend shot up in the car. As I got older, I noticed more. I would know when she was drowsy, that she would ramble, her eyes would be closed. Eventually, my nana and my papa got custody. They were in their mid-60s and came responsible for raising a preteen girl and a 9-year-old boy. It was when we were living with them that my mom passed. I remember my mom was staying with my grandparents. I was sick with the cold. I was waiting for her to come tuck me in. And then I heard her boyfriend running up the stairs. I heard my Nana call the ambulance, and I remember the word non-responsive. I remember my little brother crying hysterically when we told him. This is where the Boys and Girls Club helped me. Donna, when my mom died, I thought I had to be tough all the time. You cried with me in your office, and it was one of the few times that I felt that things would be okay. Our Keith Moore and Jess here, Miss Moore and Miss Anthony, a lot of people in our school stereotype me as a bad kid. I was the troublemaker, the bad influence. You two never stereotyped me. Instead, you listened to me and you helped me. Schools need more people like you. Finally, can my Nana and my Papa stand up? I know how hard it is. I know how hard I make it sometimes. I love you both. So does Mikey. I appreciate everything you do. I went to the clubs more often. I started doing my homework right when I got there. I stopped yelling and fighting with people. I know, that's unbelievable. I even tried to stop swearing, but that's hard. I haven't even beat up Anthony yet. He's the biggest I know. A lot of people donate to the club so that they can keep expanding the programs for the kids who are probably going to be okay no matter what. They have 2 loving parents, live in a great town. It's cool to have teen rooms, Fortnite competitions, pasta night, so much trips, and more. But for the kids like me, who can't look at the lake without thinking of my mom getting high, the clubs are a lifeline. So please donate to the night, not to the programs, so that the kids like me will always have a place to go, a person to cry with, and a chance to do better than their parents. Thank you.
Where's Donna? We're going to embarrass Donna. She's going to hate this. She's going to yell at me about this. Donna, everybody, Donna's in the back. She's been working in our clubs for 41 years. Donna, I also accidentally left the back door open. Don't be mad.
Good job, girls.
All right. So, guys, before we do the Hamilton, there's a reason why we're here tonight. It's to fundraise for what we have going on. It's to fundraise for kids like Alyssa, Alexis, and Erin. And if you open your book, if you still have them, at the very last page, it shows you what we do. 92% of our money goes to the kids. The other 8% goes to me and Adam. That is not true. Not true. Sharon's on our board, now I'm going to get audited. Here's the thing. Alyssa and Erin and Alexis are awesome, awesome, awesome kids. And we do not charge them to come to our clubs. We let them in, we do what we can for them. So we need you to help us keep those doors open. So $810. That's what it costs us to do a full day program. And this is where I need the staff to help. So if anybody of the staff members, you guys can help me shout out numbers or see them and keep your numbers up, keep your bid numbers up. Who here will raise their hand and donate $810 and help keep the club open?
$810. How many people do we have? Hold up your bids.
776, 123, 126. You can clap for these people.
212, 232, 118, 126, 76, 198, 208, 255, 254, 232, 126, 182, 172, 27, 35.
Guys, that is awesome. A favor. If you're a member of the Boys and Girls Club staff, can you just do me a quick favor and help us call out some numbers? You see Riley? You got C. Katie, by the way, Katie's only been here 3 weeks. She was instrumental in getting this event together. Let's give her a round.
Give it up.
She came all the way from Indiana to work with me. All right, guys. So for $560,
$560, it will fund a scholarship to a summer camp.
so can I give one example? We have a kid who right now is one of the most impressive coders I've ever seen. He actually changed every computer to something called Ubuntu. Does anybody know what Ubuntu is? Okay, so there's like 3 of you. None of us do, and his punishment had to be to make the computers work normally. So here's the thing, we pay for scholarships for kids to go to camps like STEM camp. He's actually going to a camp at Harvard, learning on coding, and we're trying to cultivate him to become a major donor when he brilliantly grade out. But these are the kind of summer scholarships when we're not open every day, when we don't see the kids right after school. They make sure they have a safe place to go in the summer. We can do that for $560. Who will donate $560? Keep your bids up so I can harass you later.
So we have 61, 148, 142, 160, 217, 176, 224, 61 I got, 142 I got, 251, 184.
Hold on, 184. And who was there with a 6? Somebody was there with a 6. I put that in.
160.
160. Oh, it's Kevin. Oh, yeah. You can be more than that. We're going to add a 0. All right, guys.
The next fund need is $260, gives mentoring to our teens.
So, what that means, Joey, where's Joey? JD.
Oh, there he is.
There, Joey, I just wanted to have everybody look at you. No, Joey is our team. He provides a team director. Him and many others provide countless hours of mentoring to our teams. When we do this, it's one-on-one. It's bringing kids out and talking to them about a variety of issues, like they did with Erin and Alexis. This is critical to what we do. But to do one-on-one mentoring and to get our ratios that low, we need funding. We estimate that costs us about $260, gives us about an hour of mentoring. Who here is willing to donate $260 so that more teens can be mentored?
Mentored. Keyword mentor. 76. You can put that down. 79. 129. 134. 135. 137. 179. 33. And 32. You caught up?
No, I'm caught up.
219, 214, 230, 168, 144, 265, 152 all the way in the back, 190, 24.
Guys, give it up. Hey, this is great. I'm running out of room to write.
Our next fund to need opens the gym at one club. Oh, 180. 180 underwrites you're doing this to me. A STEM and music class. So $180.
$180 basically lets us have classes in both science, technology, art. All right, guys, I got this, all right? I'm getting there.
It's actually Steve.
You see the icebergs in the back? I'm kind of... It's science, technology, engineering, art, and math and music classes. For $180, we estimate that can allow us to provide a class in any of those things. Where's TJ? TJ, stand up. For the record, when I came up here, I'm a staff member, nobody clapped. For $180, this is what TJ does with the kids. He does 3D printed, they build 3D printed designs. They build drones, they build computers. They do Minecraft, they do coding, they build apps, they build video games, they build robots. It's unbelievable. Connor Barry, who's not here tonight, he was our former music director, used to teach piano, bass, drums. We even have a band called the Skull Crushers. That was a bad idea when we let them name their own band. But it's $180 for those classes. Who's gonna give us $180 so a kid can learn an instrument or learn how to code? Keep them up.
76, 210, 88, 132, 27, 44, and 43, 108, 150, 284, 266, 49. Do you know your number? Denise?
Alright, Denise, don't worry, I got you.
She's the only name on there. We'll just put Denise.
Hey, Denise Champa, yeah! Oh, you guys can clap for Denise. All right? All right, guys.
So our next fund to need, $75, opens the gym at one of the clubs for the day.
Now, let me tell you something. I'm not in the gym a lot, believe it or not. But it seems like a lot of fun. For $75, we can open up the gym for a day. We do everything from dodgeball to flag football to hockey to soccer. They do all these things with running and breathing. I don't know, it's crazy in there. I just go on my phone. All right.
So $75 to open the gym and do all the things that Anthony doesn't do. 85, 83, 221, 223, 310, 311, 180, 261, 45, 76 again, 165, 115, 67, 204, 202, 230, 165, 167, 164. How's the chicken scratch going?
I'm there.
110, 51, 54, 56, 287, 281, 101, 21, and 4. Oh, 124.
Last one.
This is the last one, and I hope everyone lifts up their bid. $35, just $35, nothing big, provides food for 100 kids.
Now, here's the thing, we do food nights. I want to tell a quick aside, and I know they're excited to raise their panel. When we started our food programs, we learned from our friends at the food pantry and from other foundations and other boys and girls clubs that in the suburbs like we're at, in Stoneham and Wakefield, hunger is an issue about shame. People do not want to admit they're hungry. They do not want to go to a food pantry. They don't want to be seen in public. So what we did is we started these food nights that everybody's welcome to. It's pasta night, it's Taco Tuesday, we do grilling. Joey's really the main chef. I don't know where he went. He left again. He used ragu on the pasta though, so it's good.
No, I didn't.
Joey D'Alessandro and his ragu sauce. Might as well give the kids ketchup. But yeah, why do you think it's $35 to feed 100 kids? You think you're using good sauce? That's all pastine.
How many times have you donated?
He's gonna beat me up later, just so far. But $35, we can feed 100 kids. And the fact is, when we have these nights, there are kids we know who probably come who could get a great meal at home, who have two parents, who have the resources, who have the ability to be fed at home. But we know for a fact, and we see them, and they will be there, and kids like Joey, who grew up at the club, will definitely come on food nights because for them that is the only place where they will get food, where they will get breakfast, where they'll get dinner, where they'll get a variety of different things, and yes, even the pasta. So, for $35, who wants to feed some kids in Stoneham and Wakefield? Keep them up.
Okay, bear with me, and I'll try to go slow for you. 35, 27, 2 for 40, 45, 44, 134, 77, 79, 76, times 2 for 76, 172, 179, 182, 180, 176, 135, 174, 124. You still good?
I'm still good.
226, 120, 228, 91, 85, 221, 222, times 5 for 222. Thank you. 215, 298 times 2, 83. No number next to 83. 212, 210, 106, 48, 202, 204, 109, 115, 170, 204, 153, 198, 168. You good?
I'm good.
163, 290, 65, 61 and 60, 55, 112, 52, 110, 281, 290, 189, 51. Good thing my eyesight is good. 192, 102, 101, 97, 95, 2 for Denise. They say I know your name. 98, 8. We have a blank one there. You know, we know that. 96, 11, 18, 13, 6, 21, and 24. Thank you so much, everyone.
Guys, Linda Torregrosso has been a board member for a long time. She's the one who donated 5 meals, and she is willing to teach Joey how to cook. I also need somebody to walk into my car later. He's a better.
Yeah, I'd be a little concerned if I was you.
All right, guys, ready? This is the fun part.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have the 2 tickets to Hamilton. Right here in Boston, big hit. People are spending thousands of dollars on those tickets. So the winner's going to be very, very lucky. So we have those coming up here. Come on up. Katie just moved here. We're giving her the Boston, Massachusetts welcome. AKA scaring her to death, probably.
Actually, are Erin and Alexis here still?
Yeah, are Erin and Alexis still here?
They're in the hallway.
Anthony, I think somebody else wanted to buy one up there.
They're in the hallway.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's do it.
They're coming. They're going to help us out, so you guys don't think we're cheating and come after us.
Yeah, so if your name wasn't called, you have to take it out on the 2 children who spoke earlier.
Yes.
On my way.
We just need your help real quick.
All right, I'm on my way. Sorry.
Where's Alyssa Louise? Oh.
So they're going to pick our Hamilton winners.
Oh, yeah. I do. Oh, excuse me, I'm here first. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Can I read it? Aaron. Can I read it? Yeah. Kristen Davies. Kristen Davies.
Hey, if they're not here, you can bid online. I mean, listen, if everybody wants to keep it a secret.
Are they really not here?
Yeah, they're not here.
Oh, shit.
No, you cannot pick it
Oh.
up.
Can I just get this one?
So we will get, guys, whoever last thing before we go. All right, who bought those Pop-Top bottles? Did anybody? All right, we have a few. All right, where's Cameron Bishop? Cam, can you stand up? Guys, Cameron Bishop is a club kid. He's 24 years old, and he started his own company creating those bottles, and he's been selling them, and today he donated 100 that we sold for 20 bucks a pop. Cam, from the Boys and Girls Club, at 24 years old, you started a dramatically successful company. You're doing real well. At 24 years old, I lived with my parents, and I was very sad. No, I don't. You're so mean to me. All right, Cam, thank you for this. Guys, here's the deal. Inside each one of those bottles is a playing card.
Does anybody else want to buy any? We still have more. She wants one over here.
All right, here's what we'll do. All right, we'll make a last call. It is 9:10. We're going to give people 10 minutes. It is 9:13. We're going to give you guys 15 minutes to go out, buy some bottles, and we'll announce the silent auction winners while you do that. Now here's also, if you bid tonight, silent auction winners. What? You can just say it. Cash only. We have laptops. What happened? No. So here's the thing. If you don't want to check out tonight, if you can't write a check, or if we can't process your card, there's two ways for you to donate. One, you can always go to our website, Stoneham Wakefield, BGC Stoneham or BGCWakefield.org, and you can just donate online. Or on your table, there are some return envelopes. You can donate using those. Or, don't worry, I'm responsible. Yeah, or come see me. Or, don't worry, I will find you, and I will get the money. So don't worry about it. But here's the thing, I'm going to announce the silent auction winners in about 2 minutes. We're going to take a quick 15-minute break. Guys, help out Cam. He's a club kid. He started a business. He's come over a lot. Buy these bottles, and then let's have some fun. We'll end the night on a really high note. The winner of the card trick, just so you guys know what you're winning. No, you can't. I know. Mom, she'll be there in a little bit. All right. Well, guys, where's the social workers? But it is an 8x10 autographed Rob Gronkowski photograph. I love you, Ma, too. It is an 8x10 Rob Gronkowski autographed photo that the Patriots generously donated. Guys, can you stay up there for like 10 minutes? You guys good? All right.
Everyone say bye, Mom.
All right, guys, we are going to announce the winners. Tom Riley, you won the Red Sox autographs, Matt Barnes and Dustin Pedroia. Hey, Bruce. With the Bruins package, 2 Bruins tickets, and a stay. Is this the right amount? All right, Bruce Cerullo. With a bid of $14,000. No. The Bruins helmet was Tom Riley. The Ferncroft Country Club was Nick Gator. Hey, Ralph! The WWE! You outbid me! Ralph Burrell. And then the Salem Country Club was $500. Donation was Chuck Reeves. And the Greater Boston, oh, Mike Festa won the Greater Boston Stage Company, won the tickets and the hotel stay. Yeah, hey, I'm trying. All right, guys, we're gonna wait a few more minutes. Help out Kim if you want to donate. Go in the back and buy them, or find Gloria. We'll also collect some money from you guys. Anybody who's made pledges, seriously, don't worry about waiting. If you have to go, if you want to see the Sox game, we will follow you. All right, hey, if you bought a Pop, I need you to come up. I also need 2 other people to come up. I need Joey D'Alessandro and Cameron Bishop and Zach Daly.
I got annoyed when they yell at me to raise the volume too. It's like, it's not just me. I don't know. You got a lot of things to think about.
All right, guys. Last thing of the night.
Especially with the speakers back there.
Hey. All right, guys. Hey, these are our team directors and our club junior director, Joey D'Alessandro and Zach Daly. Guys, this is Cameron. All right, I need everybody under the age of 16 to get behind me. 17. All right. Cam here. Cam. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being a club kid. Hey, how easy do these bottles work? What do you have to do to open them? You literally pop them off. That's it. All right, guys. Here's how this game works. If everybody could open their bottle and get their card out. Hey, I'm fixing it. All right, does everybody have their card out? Hey, Kathy, Sarah, looking at you. We're trying to do something here, all right? All right, so, here's what I'm going to have to do. We're going to do this 3 times. Alexis, I need you to pick blue deck or red deck.
Red.
Red. All right. That means everybody who has a blue card is out. All right. Hey. All right. What I need. All right. We have red cards. All right. If you have a red card, hold it up. All right. Alyssa, pick a card. What is it, ace? All right, everybody who has an ace, if you have an ace, you're out. All right, Erin. All right, if you still have a card, hold it up. All right, Erin, I need you to pick a card. What is it? All right, it's a 5 of hearts. Do you like hearts? You like hearts? All right, if you have a heart, you're still in. All right, how many people are left? I need you to hold them up if you're in. All right, if you still have cards, I need you to stand up. And if you don't have, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now you guys have to. All right, guys. All right. All right. No, now I need you to pick a number 1 to 9. Just tell me. 7. If you have, hey, yeah, no cheating. 7 or lower, you're out. Hey, we have a winner! Wait, that's all possible. We still are good. All right, everybody get back up. 7 or higher, you're still in. Wait, Mike, what's your card? All right, I need the 4 hard, 4 people to get back up. No, that doesn't work, man. All right. Aaron, give me another card, 1 through 9. All right, if you have a 6 or higher, you're out. All right, so you have 3, 6 or higher. All right. So you're not. If I'm right, I know what your 3 cards are, but we don't know if that's. All right, so I need all 3 of you to come up here real quick. We're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, we're gonna do this like we do it at the club. All right, we're gonna do a high card. How about you hold the deck of cards and you let them pick 3 cards. So whoever gets the highest card wins the autograph. Yeah, hold it like that. Don't look at them yet, though. What? All right, pick a card. Don't show it. All right, Max. Hey, Aaron, don't cheat. All right, show us your cards. Congrats, you win! Coming. If you want to check out, you can check out at the end. All right, I'm gonna hold the mic. I don't know, guys. Say goodnight, everyone.